Oh, cool. Thanks, Get Vocal.
What?
They sent me a tip.
Woohoo!
All right, hold on. Now I'm making noise. Welcome, everybody, to a very special Get Vocal episode of True Consequences. Going to do a couple of things here real quick. Give me a second while I get myself situated, and then we'll get started. I think I saw Jackie for a second there. Jackie!
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I don't
Hi,
do this
Jackie.
very. Hi, how are you, Alex?
Bueno, how are you?
Just wonderful.
Good.
Well, we feel very special that you chose to show your face on our stream tonight.
I'm not very good at this, so.
Sorry. I'm trying to get myself together here, guys. Forgive me.
Get it together, man.
I know. I'm a mess tonight.
Pull it together.
Okay, I'm going to retweet that to... I'm just trying to put this on the socials for us.
I got it out on Facebook for you.
And I got it on Twitter. Okay, cool. We're good now. I'm back.
And we're present in the moment.
So let me do a little quick introduction, and then we'll jump in. For those of you that don't know, I'm Eric Carter-Landin. I'm the host of True Consequences and the co-ghost of Dos Spookqueños. And for tonight's special episode, I've changed the logo. Let's see if I can do the Vanna White thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Here's my blank ball.
To Dos Spookqueños. I usually have True Consequences floating over by my head. Now it's Dos Spookqueños. I'm very excited about that. And then this cool little sign that my auntie made.
Yeah, I like that.
You gotta love a New Mexican auntie. She's very talented and creative and helped me out with that, which I love. Okay, so if you are on Twitter, if you are on Facebook, and you want to participate, get over to getvocal, GETVOKL.com, or you can download the app and use it on your phone, whatever works best for you. We're not going to be able to monitor social media comments.
I can try.
Alex is going to try.
Hey, Fern.
Hey, Fern. I have too much intense ADHD to be able to do that. I can't bounce back and forth. Which, if you listen to the show, you probably realize like I kind of bounce around a little bit. Super hyper guy. So I want to introduce my co-ghost here. This is Alex. No last name, just Alex.
Just Alex.
What
was that?
You should let him borrow one of yours.
Yeah, he's got a couple extras.
Oh yeah. Well,
how's
Jackie,
it going, man?
Jackie, welcome. I appreciate all your participation and comments and messages, and we got some ghost stories from Jackie that we have to share on a new. We don't know what it's called yet. Maybe a Tiny Terror, maybe a Spookisode, but welcome. She's like nodding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Move on. I am super excited about this show. It's been a lot of fun to produce so far, and I've known Alex for a really long time, at least 20 years.
I think so, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how long ago, like what years I was actually working there. It's so hard to remember.
It was like 2001, 2002 when I met you.
I think I was in Hyatt at like 2000, or I want to say maybe even 1999. But
okay, so then it's been like 18 years for us.
Yeah, for a good minute, man.
And honestly, like when we met each other the first time, we hit it off right away. We have the same sense of humor. Alex is just as much of a smartass as I am, if not more sometimes. And we got along right away. So it's kind of cool to be making the show with you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been really excited to be doing these. It's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. I've always liked kind of spooky stuff since I was young.
Yeah.
I've been into UFOs and ghosts and anything that was weird. They've been
Scary
making me-
movies, like
yeah.
urban legends.
What was your first scary movie?
Oh shit. Salem's Lot. I
Wow.
think that was one of my first scary movies. Or either that or it was Alien or Aliens. Not
E.T. is not a scary movie for
Dude, that's a sad movie.
That's a heartbreaking movie.
I remember going to that at the theater with my mom's and her just bawling next to me, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Geez, mom." And now I watch it as an adult, and I was bawling like uncontrollably, and I was like, "Oh, you just got to be an adult and have kids or something to understand it, maybe." Or,
it must be that. I don't think I ever cried for that. I do cry for everything though, so I can tell you.
He really does.
So maybe...
There was a yogurt commercial on the other day, and he started bawling. I don't really understand why.
That's not true.
Don't lie, man. It was the one with what's her name from Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, Activia.
Yeah, I saw just like 3 tears drop from your eye down your cheek, nice and slow though.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Mommy Dearest was scary. That was that's Mommy Dearest is definitely scary. Sorry, I'm reading into the.
That's okay. That's fine.
So
my first, I was 3 years old. All right, and my parents thought it'd be a great idea to let me watch Poltergeist.
Oh yeah, Poltergeist was a good one too.
So I have a story about Poltergeist.
Okay.
I watched it the night before one of my best friends got married, and I was supposed to be in her wedding. And the movie kept me up all night long. When I showed up to the wedding, I was like dazed. I was dazed out of the box. I couldn't even drink.
It's so scary.
That fucking clown, the clown and the tree.
Yeah,
but those two things did scare the crap out of me when I was a kid.
It's the woman, the seance woman, whatever her name is.
It's like that meme you did when they dropped.
Yeah. She scared the crap out of me.
Carolyn.
Yeah, she was so scary. Something about her, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then when the ghost is coming through the wall.
That's what me when the ghost came through the wall.
Yeah. That was creepy.
That was a good one.
Television.
What was that?
The whole television thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sitting in front of the television, staring at the static. It was like, oh dear God.
I still do that.
So I feel like, for those of us children of the 80s, we were probably exposed to this stuff earlier than some people. And I think for me, like that really set me into this whole thing of like really wanting to understand the paranormal and weird stuff that was going on, and eventually into true crime and murder and all that other creepy stuff that I'm into. But then the next movie after that, so they were like, oh, well, he didn't like freak out that much from Poltergeist, so let's show him Children of the Corn. And it was like, it was shortly after.
It's just a good family movie.
And then my dad would like
get it, because
my dad would flip his eyelids back, like how you can do that, where like, and he would run around the house, and he'd be like, Malachi, like chasing me around the house.
Jolene's right, man. The Grudge was a good one too. That started that whole like Asian horror influence.
The Ring and all that.
And, The Audition and a few other. There's some good ones.
There's some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there's a farm somewhere where they grow like scary children for these, like they children. They just proliferate them on this farm, and then they go out and pick them. I've never seen scary children.
Like, the murderous children.
Yeah.
Fern was the orphan. The one you're speaking of is where the little girl was actually like a 25-year-old girl, and goes after the family.
That's a true story, right?
I think
it's based on a true story.
She's like a 40-year-old evil monster. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not based on a true story, but there was like another story of like a life imitating art, basically, where there was this girl that was like allegedly like 6 years old, but the mom claimed that she was actually an adult.
Yeah.
And like she was adopted.
It was like in the Ukraine or something like that, right?
Well, she was from Russia or the Ukraine or something like that, but the mom was here.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's crazy. You think you would be able to notice something? Because I remember seeing pictures of her and I was like, that's not a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not a 9-year-old. I don't know, but
well, she did have like some genetic issues, so they, I think they could have they probably could have like rationalized
right
some of that. But
it's crazy.
Predator.
That was a great movie. I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Creepy Jolene was born.
It was that because of the skinning people. Yeah, the skinned people.
Yeah,
that would do it.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Gosh, I want to say one of my first horror movies was Friday the 13th, like, or part 2 or something.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. That was another one.
That movie messed me up. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go to sleep for a while. It was like that song, I couldn't take a shower until I washed my hair because I was scared to like close my eyes in the shower. Freddy scared the hell out of me, man. The Thing.
Yeah. Well, and that whole thing is like, you can't sleep because you're going to die in your dreams. Like, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
You're just like so powerless in that state.
Freddy's the Hat Man.
For sure.
He wears a fedora. Yeah. Connections in your sleep.
For instance, she's the old hag today. So I'm very proud of what we've done so far this season for Dos Spookqueños.
Yeah, me too.
I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you're having fun, Alex.
Yeah.
No?
I feel like I just said that. I was like, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll reiterate how much fun I'm having.
I hope our listeners are having fun too.
That's the most important part, man. Because most of the time I'm spending it with you, I'm actually having a terrible time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just get through it just for the listener.
You're such a dick. You made me laugh out loud in the supermarket, and now I can never go back there.
Go back and laugh more.
Putting washing away got so much more terrifying. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we have a good balance of like super creepy and lighthearted at the same time.
You're the super creepy.
You're the
lighthearted part.
You're the asshole.
Yeah. But we all knew that role.
I can't wait for some of these outtakes to post on Patreon, because like there's one, it's like 5 minutes of Alex singing some kind of like 1920s crooner song. And it just like, you're like, it's gonna end. It never ends. It just keeps going forever.
It just keeps going and going. Oh no, we have, I'm sure it's like sometimes we'll record and we'll have like 2.5 hours of recording time and like 30 minutes of an actual usable stuff.
Yeah,
so if you want outtakes, we got that.
Do you want 37 minutes of nonstop giggling? Because there's a lot of that,
right?
So sometimes we can't get through our lines.
It's good to laugh. Oh no, yeah. Sometimes it takes me forever to get through just one little portion, but that's part of the fun.
That's how it goes. Yeah. So Alex, what's your favorite episode? What's your favorite episode
that we've done so far? Mm-hmm. The funniest one I feel like so far was just the latest one, the chemo. I thought that one was hilarious, and mainly because of the porn music you added in. I just thought that was hilarious, man. But beyond that one, I really liked the Hat Man.
The Hat Man.
Yeah,
okay.
That was a good episode. That was a good one. Either that or the Skinwalker episode.
I think that those two are my favorite, the Hat Man and the Skinwalker episode. I mean, they're both super creepy, but I had a lot of fun, not only like researching it, but just recording those two episodes with you were a lot of fun.
Yeah. The research on it was fun. You know me, I like the research part of it. I really enjoy like actually researching everything and trying to make sense of it all.
Hey, Amanda, welcome. Yeah, I'm learning quite a bit actually about a lot of stuff that I thought I knew about, but I only really scratched the surface until we started looking into them. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, which one was it? Was it the Skinwalker one? No, it was the chemo one. It was the chemo episode where I thought I knew so much more about it, but when I really started digging into it, I couldn't find much on it. Like for like one of the most haunted places in Albuquerque, I'm like, just this one little story. I was kind of surprised. Well, in two stories.
Yeah, and Memorial Hospital too. That was another
one that was kind of like
let down.
Yeah. It wasn't a letdown per se, but it's hard because I understand, like, the hotel Park Central is trying to maintain, this is the kind of, we're not about that, we're not about that ghost life. We're about that luxury. We're not trying to intertwine the two. So I wonder if that was part of the reason why it was so hard to find much on it. It's kind of like a PR thing. It's like slander in a way. So I don't know. I think it would still be really cool to go to that building. I know that that's an old building. There's a lot of stuff has happened, and a lot of energy has been there. So if anything was to be haunted, you think that would be one of those spots?
Yeah, I think the press club
luxury. Yeah, there you go, Jolene. Luxury ghosts. they wear silk sheets over them.
That hotel is super fancy. It's really nice.
13.
It's very expensive for Albuquerque.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Not even for a staycay, man.
Yeah. And they have a really cool rooftop bar. Alex, have you done podcasting before? It seems like you've been doing it for ages. You're a professional spookster.
You know what? I have never done podcasting before.
Aside from a couple of guest episodes on True Consequences.
I did a couple of guest episodes with Eric, and that's it. No, I've never done it before. I always said that I had a face for radio. So, maybe it was just meant to be.
You definitely have a voice for podcasting.
I was blessed with that radio voice.
Do you, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my God! He tried to get me to do this. Like, I don't even remember how it was like that, right? Right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again. This Sunday. At the Tingley Coliseum, welcome ghosts.
That's amazing. So most of the outtakes are like shit like that, Alex doing stuff like that, and me just laughing nonstop because it just comes out of nowhere. In a world, yeah. He did that a couple of times.
In a world where two men tried to stop giggling.
I think we did that in a world where two men can't get through a script.
Two men can't read a paragraph.
I mean, if it wasn't for editing, it probably wouldn't be as fun for you guys because it's kind of a shit show. Or maybe it'll be more fun. I don't know. So my favorite two episodes, I think I said, were the Hat Man and Skinwalkers. Jackie, do you have a favorite episode so far?
So far, mine was the Hat Man, and I really liked the last episode, the chemo.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Awesome.
Of course, it was hilarious. That's why I liked it.
It's nice. It's a nice break for me because True Consequences is so serious, which it needs to be, and I'm glad it is. But this is a nice break from that for me, just to get out of that dark, heavy space and into a creepy but kind of fun space. So, what happened to Al?
And you do well You do well with True Consequences and with Dos Pequeños.
Oh,
but
thank you.
yeah. But Dos Pequeños is a lot of fun, and I can see where it would kind of lighten things up a little bit, because True Consequences can get pretty heavy.
It can get really intense. The Hat Man took Alex. Yeah, I think so. What the heck, man? It's the hag. Oh, the mic died. Oh no. He broke it. Well, that's not fun. Okay, so Jolene, you said your favorite was Hat Man. Fern, your favorite was Hat Man. Anybody else have a favorite Dos Pequeños episode?
Your first episode was really good too. Your first episode was
Roswell.
amazing.
Yeah, Roswell was fun.
That was hilarious. That was great.
I'm just making sure we don't have any comments on social. All right. Cool. Can't hear you, Alex. No. You should just stay there with that face like the entire time. It's better this way. Oh my god. Well, it wouldn't be a Get Vocal stream without some technical difficulties. Does anybody have questions about the show? Questions about True Consequences? Opinions? Complaints? Anybody want to fight? What kind of episodes are coming up next? So this week is going to be Chupacabra, the goat sucker.
Ooh. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yep. It's an interesting story and relatively new paranormal phenomenon. It isn't something that's been around for like as long as La Llorona or any of these other myths. It's actually started in the 90s, which was surprising to me.
Interesting.
Is Spookqueños actually an actual word? No. So in Albuquerque, there's a couple ways that people identify themselves, and something that kind of picked up in the early 2000s was calling the city Burque, which is like a short version of Albuquerque. It's Burque, and from that, people started calling themselves Burqueños, which is Burquenos, and we just kind of took spooky and Burqueños and smashed them together and made Spookqueños. So anybody who's from Albuquerque probably gets it right away. They probably figure it out pretty quickly. Anybody who's not, they probably have no idea what we're talking about. But Alex and I thought it sounded good, and we kind of went with it right away. It's just something that we threw out randomly. And so it's just hilarious because in New Mexico, especially, and this may be true in other places like LA or Texas, but I've noticed it more in New Mexico that people speak Spanglish, and they go in and out of both languages as they're having conversations with people, and people that are from here, like nobody even bats an eye. It's just like normal. You know, you're going to have that conversation. Half of that sentence is probably going to be in Spanish, and probably half of those Spanish words are not really real Spanish words, and they're probably made up. But people understand it, and so Burqueño is one of those Spanglish words that was just made up. So Dos Pequeños just kind of fit, and then I came up with the little ghost icons, which are fun and are surprisingly similar to Alex and I and what we look like, which is hilarious. Oh, he's restarting his computer now. So that's the answer to that question.
Did you draw that logo yourself, Eric?
Yeah.
That's a great logo.
Thanks. Thank you.
It's a great logo.
Yeah, it was fun. I wanted it to have fun, and I wanted the music to be like Scooby-Doo. Like Alex and I both wanted to be kind of Scooby-Doo music, because while we are spooky and while we do talk about creepy things, we want to have fun with it. And so the lighthearted spooky music kind of plays off what we do and how we interact together. So
Oh, the music is perfect.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's just great. It's perfect. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think we had a pretty clear idea going into this what we wanted to do and how we wanted the show to be, and I feel like we've been able to keep that going, and hopefully that'll continue as we go on. Kayline isn't the only.
Are you going to have guest vocals for Dos Pequeños?
Maybe I have to convince Alex to do it. Yeah.
So we know Scott really loves this.
we talked about doing it like once a month and not weekly like I do for True Consequences, just because I don't want to overwhelm myself as well. So maybe monthly would make sense, or bi-monthly or something, but I think it would be fun to do this. If not for everybody, maybe just for patrons.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah.
So Alex reminds me of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Yep, and I'm Velma. Let's see if he can make this work.
Hey.
Yeah, you're back. Jolene said that you remind her of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I said, yeah. I said, I'm Velma. Jinkies.
Yeah, I could see that.
So Kayline asked what was coming up next. I talked about the Chupacabra episode coming out this week. We have probably, let me see. So we're at episode, this will be 7, right?
Episode 7.
Yeah. I think we have maybe 5 more episodes this season.
I think so too.
4 or 5.
Yeah, I think so.
We're about the halfway point, a little bit over the halfway point now. We have some fun stuff in store. I don't want to give too much of it away. Oh, nice comments in there. Thank you guys.
What's wrong? What did I miss? Did I miss stuff? Did you guys talk shit?
No. Well, I'm trying to think about if I want to talk about what the next episode after Chupacabra is or not.
Velma is dead to me. Sorry, I just read the.
She's on Dead to Me. The actress that played her in the live movie of Scooby-Doo is on the show Dead to Me on Netflix.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that basically she was dead too. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Have you seen that show?
Nope.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's Christina Applegate, and she's like,
oh, wait. I think I saw one episode of it. Yeah. Which is a lot of my watching, is like I'll watch one episode. Oh, that was cool. I need to watch that again. And then just completely, space out everything.
Or watch an episode and fall asleep halfway through.
Yeah. I do fall asleep quite easily sometimes. And because I'm an old man. I'm an old man. Eric, you're a little bit younger than me, right?
I'm 16 and
That's
a half.
right, and I'm only 18.
I'm going to be 40 this year.
You're going to be 40?
Yeah, look at this shirt.
Cool shirt, man. What's that?
It's my Dos Pequeños shirt, available on TeePublic.
Oh. I seriously did order 5 or 6 things today from them for Dos Pequeños because I need to buy some gear, and I couldn't believe all the stuff that they had on there, that you could get. You
can get masks,
phone covers, pins, which I want to buy a bunch of the stickers.
You can get a tapestry.
Yeah, I was going to get one of those too, actually. But I just thought that was cool. I didn't know they had that many things that you could get. And I thought it was just shirts and maybe some hoodies. Like
there's a bunch of stuff.
keychains. I was like, okay. That's awesome. I didn't know. Right on. What's this on? What do you mean for
TeePublic?
Oh yeah. We just tagged it in our, or what'd you do? You pinned it in our.
I pinned it to the
our
top of the
page,
page. Yeah. I'll put the link in here. So do you want to talk about what the next episode after Chupacabra is or not? Do you want to keep it a secret?
We can tell people that it's another cryptid.
Okay.
How about that?
It's a famous one.
Okay, it's a unicorns.
Oh, what is that? That's a crazy link.
Hey man, could you find a longer link for everyone? All you guys have to do is copy and paste it. Yeah, try that one again, buddy.
How about that? Is that better?
That's much better.
It's a little better.
That's much better.
Okay. All right. Good. Good Lord. Now I know I'm old, right? Patty said she's wearing her shirt that she won. Yeah, Patty won. I know Jackie was sad. Patty won one of the gifts on the drawing for the contest I ran.
I was going to say we should do another one of those soon.
Yeah, and we'll open up to Dos Spookqueños merchandise too.
Like we want to do things. Gosh, fucking COVID. You know, like I wanted I wanted to have like some kind of thing for the Patreons, like, you know, where you get an opportunity to like come with us on a ghost hunt or some shit. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, do something like that. Go explore some of these places that we've talked about and actually videotape it and whatnot. But fucking COVID. Bastard. But you know, that's something to look forward to in the future. Dude, I totally got 2 shirts for my kids too. I just saw kids t-shirts for creepy Jolene kids. Yeah. I totally got 2 my creepy Alex kids.
Jackie, you're going to say something?
Oh, I said that COVID won't last forever.
Yeah, and once it does,
we'll be able to have.
Yeah, once it does, we're gonna do. You know, I want to go to that haunted campsite too.
Oh yeah,
I want to go do a camp out.
That'd be rad. That'd be rad. Have a bunch of listeners come and camp in haunted woods.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
I'll be out by 8:30.
Alex is gonna be asleep at 7:45 and awake at 3 a.m.
Man, I get up early. I get up really early every day. You do too, though. You do too. But you somehow stay up really late too. So.
Yeah, well, not really late. I stay up to like 10 or 11 usually, and then I'll wake up at like 6 or 7.
Do they? You know, Jolene just said, "I don't have kids, but I'll put them on my dogs." Do they have like dog shirts? I wouldn't be surprised, man. Like a little.
I don't think they do, but I wish they did. That'd be amazing.
That would be kind of cool.
I would put one on Cabot.
Have one for my doggos.
Although Cabot gets really mad when you put clothes on him. He just he stops moving. He gets real stiff.
Just looks at you.
And he's like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
I already have a sweater on. Why you put another one on?
He has no time for my shit. He's like so annoyed with me all the time. Ooh, dog Spookqueños. I love it.
See, I'm saying. I want one for the dog. Yeah.
So on our Patreon, we have right now we're doing some early access if I can get my act together and get stuff edited in time.
Get your shit together, man.
we were ahead of recording, and then the whole thing with my dad happened, and now we're recording in the moment, which is not fun. But we'll get through it.
We're doing fine. We're doing fine, man.
But we're starting to do these fun reaction videos where we're watching like spooky shit, like ghost footage, and then talking about it and laughing about some of it, but also being thoroughly creeped out by some of it because some of it really is weird.
There was okay. I was watching the footage of us watching it, and the look on my face when I saw what was happening, I was like, "Holy shit!" That I could not explain that away. That was, you know, usually I'm like, nah, that's this or that. But there was that one video where I was like,
I know what you're talking about.
I don't want to give it away. But my God, if that's a legit video, then that's one of the most intense ghost footage things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's on the first video. It's going to be hard to beat that for me. It's going to be hard to beat that, man, because I haven't been that genuinely how do words work? I haven't been that shook from a video in a long time, and that video was like, it got me, man. So I don't know. I've got my son, my high schooler kid. He's actually working on videos as we speak for us to review, basically.
Because I want to keep that element of surprise for both of us, where we just randomly see something that.
Yeah. And he's taking out all that, and it's basically just the footages of like the thing. So awesome. It's gonna be great, man.
Well, it's a bonus content.
Yeah, it's all bonus stuff.
There's one up there. There's one up there now.
Okay. Well, yeah. I saw the first one. I saw the first one, but I wanted to see Alex's face. Now I want to see Alex's reaction to this, because he's so like, oh no, that's not real. No, I can prove that. I can prove that's not real. I want to see the part where he goes, I can't.
Well, I don't know. And that was one of them. That was definitely one of them. I try. I'm totally a skeptic on things. I like to think with the logical mind about a lot of things, and or I try to. I can't say that I always do. I try to, but sometimes, and I think that's why paranormal stuff is really interesting to me, is because I get to be able to like really try to pick it apart, because I want to find that realness. I want there to be paranormal stuff, man. I really do. I really want there to be ghosts. I think that'd be so cool, and I want to be proven that. And so, like, there's every once in a while you'll find something that I just can't dispute. I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know. And that was definitely one of those little moments. The world would be so much more interesting. I see what Fern said down there. But it's I don't know. It's fun. It'll be fun to go through, and I might get through this whole Dos Pequeños thing and completely have a changed outlook on the paranormal, and be like, you know what, I really do believe in a lot of these things now. And so we'll see.
I feel a little bit like sad, honestly, because a lot of the stuff that I thought was going to be bigger and more provable, like, turned out to just not be there. And like we talked about Memorial Hospital, we talked about the chemo. Like, I was really excited about those two specifically. And
even Roswell, man, when you start digging in, when you started digging kind of deep into Roswell, it was like, you know what, this isn't really that much. And now the Pentagon's coming out with saying, hey guys, we actually have out of this world vehicles. So I'm like, oh, we're right on, but it doesn't sound like maybe they did land in Roswell. Maybe we'll find this all out here soon. But with the digging that I did and stuff, I was pretty let down. I was like, oh, flour, Scotch tape, and tinfoil, and I was like, come on, man, that's not for interspace travel, is it? I mean, I don't know.
Did you read?
I totally no. What?
Alex, in 6 months, please, ghost, leave me alone. I'm sorry I ever questioned you. I'm opening my cupboards and pulling my bed sheets off.
No, I'm not scared of ghosts. Come with it, ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, come on with it. I'm not afraid. I think if anything, that would certainly make my life more interesting. You know what I mean? Not that it's not interesting enough. I mean,
if I die before you, I'm haunting you.
If I get to, I'm haunting a lot of motherfuckers. I'm coming after y'all. But I'm going to be doing weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do, but not your typical ghost stuff for sure.
Mouth breathing and hovering over people.
Not able to read a paragraph. I'll be that ghost.
I just kicked my water over.
Why? Are you angry?
I'm stupid. What other questions do you guys have for us, if any?
Fine.
We didn't want to answer any anyway. Has it been nice having a co-host? Yeah, it's been nice having a co-host.
Are you gonna clean up that water?
I'll wait for you to do it, Kaylin. It has been nice having a co-host. Usually, Fern, you understand. It's fun recording, but like talking to yourself, it can get kind of awkward a little bit sometimes. And not to say that recording with Alex isn't awkward, because it is fucking awkward most of the time.
I try to make it awkward,
but it's fun having someone else there to experience the awkwardness without having to just do it by myself. That's been fun. And Alex and I get along really well. We do get a little testy with each other sometimes, but that's all a lot of fun. And
that's all you, man. You get testy. Don't put that testy shit on me.
I have evidence. I have receipts. It's going in the outtakes.
Dude, don't you? Those are in the outtakes.
Alex just being a complete dick to me.
Like, get your shit together, Eric.
There's a lot of that. I stuck a stickman face to my wall, so I didn't feel so alone. Yeah, recording by yourself can get kind of lonely.
That's not a bad idea. I couldn't imagine doing it by myself. I think I would never get something finished, because I would want to redo it over and over and over again. I think with having you with me, it just kind of forces me into being like, okay, that was good. That was good enough or whatever.
Yeah.
But I enjoy doing this with you. Like I said, this is the first time I've done any type of podcasting or anything like that. And it's been enjoyable. It's been a good time. I'm excited to continue doing more. I'm already looking forward to season 2.
Yeah, we have a good list going of all the things we're going to be exploring for the next couple of seasons. And we're trying to plan ahead for you guys, so we're not flying off the cuff at all. We had this whole season planned out pretty much. Maybe not the order of it, but definitely what we wanted to talk about. So that's been fun. What else do I want to talk about?
I don't know, man. What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about potential cases.
Okay.
Maybe ones that we don't know anything about. Does anyone out there have anything in New Mexico?
Oh, like recommendations.
Some recommendations. Have I ever had a ghost? Alex, have you never had a ghost experience then? No, I don't think so. Nothing that I couldn't say like, oh no, that was this or that was that. You know what I mean? I've had some weird instances where things were kind of alerting me to different things and this and that, but not necessarily have I heard anything go bump in the night, or I've seen anything or anything like that. Unfortunately, man, and I'd love to. And you know what? I've been in some haunted places during some really times that you would think, oh, this is, when I really am going to go see a ghost, and nothing. Usually when I'm in, you get a sense of dread in certain places, and that's the most I'll get, is like a feeling of just like heaviness, or like you can just, maybe it's just because maybe something had happened there or whatever. But I've never necessarily seen anything other than my sleep paralysis episode that I had, where I saw like basically little aliens.
I feel like I need to call bullshit on you right now, because you gave me so much shit on the Memorial Hospital when I talked about having that heavy, dark feeling when I walked by there. You talk so much trash about it, man.
Because it's funny to talk trash to you about it. Just because I'm talking trash doesn't mean I necessarily haven't experienced the same thing myself. I just want to admit it right away.
This is what I'm talking about, you guys.
It's good family fun.
Yeah, any case recommendations, we definitely welcome those. You can email us, you can DM us. Yeah. If there's something we haven't heard of, we want to know. We want to know about it.
Yeah. The New Mexico and the Southwest, and I think that was probably where we'll have to head eventually, is we'll just kind of open ourselves up to more of the Southwest areas and things that have happened in the whole area. Because we were talking to a few people, a couple of your friends, talking about Tombstone and things like that. Places that really aren't that far away that, possibly even visit in the future and stuff like that. Once this damn COVID shit stops.
Well, and we've mostly been focused on the metro area, except for Roswell, right? So like, there's a lot of other cities and places that we can look into outside
And
of Albuquerque.
we do have some that are coming up from different towns within New Mexico here soon. I think we just want to kind of to like give you spots that you've heard of at first, and then kind of reel you into things that you might not have.
Yeah, and maybe stuff that we thought we knew that we didn't. We learned a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The history here in New Mexico is quite astounding, and this has got to be like a really haunted state, right? You know what I mean?
That's what Jolene just asked. If New Mexico is more haunted than other states, I don't know if it's more haunted than other states, but we do have a really rich history. We kind of have a fucked up history too. When you look at things like Spaniard colonization of tribal people here, and the murder and massacre of all those people, all of those things I think come with a heavy price. And there's just a lot of weird stuff that happens here. I don't know about it being more haunted. It's just a weird place in general.
Yeah.
You've got weird cults. You've got weird murderers. You've got weird ghost sightings. You got La Llorona. There's just so many weird things that happen here that doesn't really seem to happen as much in other places, or I don't know. It just seems so strange.
And I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah,
I love New Mexico. I really love here. I've been here over 20 years now, and I've lived in a lot of places, and it really is one of my favorite places to live.
How do you feel about psychics, Alex?
I think there's a lot of people out there that probably are very sensitive to energies and different feelings and stuff like that. I also think there's a lot of people out there that take advantage of people. And I think that's very heavy in this realm of psychics. I think that most of those, I'd say 90%, like Miss Cleo, 90% are just,
she's the only true psychic,
are just out to get money. You know what I mean? And so sure, why not? Maybe psychics are a thing. I haven't met a psychic that I believe is legit yet. Maybe you guys can turn me on to one. I would love to meet a legit psychic. I've only talked to a couple, and I was like, oh, they were so far off. And I've it's kind of it's a sham for a lot of people just to be able to make money off of people's heartache. Because usually when people are going to a psychic, they're going through something. They're needing some guidance. They're needing some I don't know, hope. Yeah. And so they'll go to a psychic to say, hey, what's my future looking like so that I can feel good about right now even. And so, they take advantage of those things. And so I don't know. Yeah, I think they're a load of balls.
Fern.
Good. I kind of agree, man. I don't know. I've never met one that I was like, oh, that's legit. Like that's an actual psychic. I don't know. Prove me wrong, New Mexico or the world. Yeah, send me to somebody.
So Jolene said her grandma was very sensitive to energies. As you said, she brought a psychic to her house because she had a weird thing going on in one room. She described it all the time. All the psychic said was, you're more qualified than me, it seemed.
She's like, well, you actually know what you're doing, so I'm not sure why you called me.
I hope she got a refund for it. How can you be more qualified? That's a good question.
That's a good, What do they have, like a college you go to?
I've talked about like the dreams and stuff I have before.
Psychic University. There you go.
Those are weird things that I can't really explain why they happen or any of that. But I try not to talk about it too much because it creeps people out and creeps me out a little bit too.
You can, how deep do you want to go, man? You can talk, alternate planes, we can just get some DMT together and we'll go visit those planes.
We do what's that shit called?
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, we do a Dos Spookqueños ayahuasca ceremony.
We're gonna tell you guys
Everybody will be seeing
all
ghosts.
about it.
Everybody be seeing ghosts and all kinds of stuff.
That's funny.
Oh wow. Okay, I don't know what else to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? All right, let's talk about the next one that we're gonna do. Not
Okay.
the one coming out, the Chupa. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about the following one. Do you guys want to hear it?
So
wait, let's see. Julian says, I'm so mad that in my family we have a thing of then the youngest sibling being the one like my nan who see and feels I bet you feel cheated. It's no fair.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do another cryptid. And that's gonna be the Sam Squanchels.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch. Sam Squanchels is what I like to call them. But I didn't know that.
There's sightings.
I was going to say, man, I didn't know this. I brought it up as a joke, like when we were trying to come up with cases like Sam Squanch. And I say Sam Squanch, and you're probably going to hear me say it in the podcast because of a Canadian TV show that I don't know if I can mention. But okay, Trailer Park Boys. But they call him Sam Squanch in it. And so I don't know why, but I've always called him Sam Squanch since then, or Sam Squanchels. But New Mexico has Sam Squanch apparently, and so we want to do a podcast about that. And once again in the future, you know what, man, are you done with quarantine? You are done with quarantine now, right? Yeah, Saturday you were done. Maybe we should do a social distancing Sam Squanch search.
Okay,
you stay 6 feet away from me, man. Okay, and
where are we going to go?
Look for Sam Squanch.
It's Sasquatch. He keeps saying it like that.
What the fuck is a Sam Squanch?
It's Sasquatch. Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. The skunk ape. What other names? Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah. We'll have to look up the places that they have sightings at, and then go check out those places, I guess. We'll have to go at night, right, and make Sam Squanch noises. Have you not seen those shows, the Finding Squatch or whatever?
No, but we should watch them.
They go out there and they bang on trees with sticks because that's apparently what Bigfoot does. And
that's how you get a Bigfoot.
Yeah, you knock on the tree and then you groan a bunch and then they I thought maybe it was a sandwich.
Yeah,
Kaylee's got jokes. Did you clean up that water yet, by the way? I'm just gonna let it sit there on the floor. Huh? that one came up from the bottom. It rose from the ashes. Someone to say, "Fuck you."
The Sam Squanch is the name given to abnormally large male transgender. Oh, whoa.
No, that was taken. That's what Google says? Is Sam Squanch is the name given to an abnormally?
Okay, don't read it all. Don't read it all.
That has to be a joke.
Just leave it.
I know that came from Trailer Park Boys because that's how Bubbles referred to Sasquatch, or it was a Rickyism or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's going to be one of them. We did post a long time ago a picture of a supposed Sam Squanch. Excuse me, maybe I should stop saying that now. I don't know. Bigfoot.
Hold on a second.
Paw. Look, he's going to go clean the water now. Go get the water, boy. Clean it up. I call it doesn't exist. No, I don't. No. You know what? Cryptids are one of those things that I'm kind of like, there's a lot of potential there. I think that stories come from people's legends and stories. They all kind of come from something, right? So is there a giant? See, now then the skeptic comes out of me and goes, I don't know. Why haven't we found any skeletons? There's, but and then every sighting you see your video of it, which we might have to do
super blurry.
yeah, we might have to do like a reaction video of Sasquatch, Bigfoot, just Bigfoot, Bigfoot videos, and we can talk about them and like, hey, are these legit or not? Yeah,
we do Loch Ness Monster.
Nessie, they've kind of proven that that's not in there, right? That there's no Loch Ness Monster, really? Haven't they proven that now? Or like,
what they proved too was the Bermuda Triangle.
They proved what about it?
They proved that there's an excessive amount of methane in the air, in the atmosphere, and that's why like vehicles and planes and stuff seem to just disappear, because they basically explode and evaporate. Because the methane is so intense.
The plane explodes and evaporates.
Well, it like disintegrates because the methane burns so hot.
No.
So that's why planes disappear. Yeah, it was scientifically proven.
Dash away.
Okay, bye.
Send me that link, man. That would have to be so much methane to be able to obliterate a plane, and it had to be so concentrated.
It's all the manatees.
It had to be concentrated in one little part of the air. I just don't see how that's possible.
It's the sea cows. It's the sea cows.
It's all the sea cows. I don't know, man. I was in the Bahamas, and it didn't smell like methane to me. It was quite nice.
Were you in the Bermuda Triangle?
That was on the edge, right? Isn't
know.
that the edge of the Bermuda Triangles from the Bahamas to two other points?
to another place.
Florida, and then like I don't know, some other spot. But yeah, anyway. I always thought it was something to do with like the magnetic forces and whatnot, like maybe surges of EMF. I don't know, man.
It seems like methane is more likely.
You know what it is? It's called the ocean. Planes disappear when in the ocean.
Fern, that's not very nice. She said it's been years, so it would be as old as me.
Because Eric's is old, man. Look at his beard. He's so old.
Alex is older than me, you guys, just so you know. And he goes to bed at like 7:45.
17 years old.
It's 2 hours past his bedtime.
Sorry.
I know, Fern. All right, we got 4 minutes left. Anybody else have anything else you want to ask?
Let's go for another hour. Let's keep doing it.
When do you get your your old person bus card? When do you get your old person bus
I've already
card?
got it. They've already taken my license away, so
you don't want to ride the bus in Albuquerque. It's a bad idea.
I have a couple of times. It's always an interesting ride, man.
You're gonna see some stuff for sure.
Never a dull moment, man.
I haven't been on the new art bus mostly because I'm so mad about it still.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's okay.
It's such a stupid waste of money and time.
It happens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I imagine that one is just as entertaining, if not more, than some of the other ones.
Yeah, for sure. That was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good time.
Thank you, everyone, for the questions and joining us and everything. That was fun.
Yeah. If you are a listener of True Consequences and you haven't checked out those Spookqueños yet, what are you even doing with your life?
What are you doing? Do it.
Yeah. It's fun. It's entertaining. It will spook you out a little bit. And you'll learn some stuff. Hopefully.
You know what? Jolene's got a point here. She said that Alex would go looking for a Sasquatch, and people would looking for. They would see my ass and be like, "There he is."
Well, and Alex is super tall too, so he could get mistaken as Sasquatch pretty
big
easily.
Guy. I'm a big hairy guy, so I could.
Yeah.
Jolene, there's probably a good chance of that happening. Maybe you know what? It's me.
I mean, why don't we do this? Why don't we just stage it and have you walk around the forest, and I'll film you, and then we'll upload it to YouTube.
Found him.
And we'll be like millionaires.
That's perfect.
Great. All right, folks. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Stay spooky.
That's my line, man.
Listen
Stay
to,
spooky.
oh yeah, and listen to Dos Pequeños. Peace.
Bye, Jackie. Bye, guys.
Bye.